Hey everybody, it's ASIC Eric again, and today we have rain again. It's cold and rainy, so there's not too much we can do on the car today. So I think all I'm going to do today is put some glaze over these minute low spots. I'm probably going to put some regular filler over this because that's kind of a big low spot right there. There's just a few places on the roof here that I have to address, so I'm gonna tear into that. Like I said, there's not much else I can do today. I can't spray anything. I don't want to put too much filler on, given the weather the way it is. So, anywho, also thanks everybody twofold. One for helping out our brother Cape Cod Cuda. That was really awesome, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. If you haven't seen that video, go back 3 videos for that one. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody. The prayers, it helps a lot, obviously, and you know, any time that you guys are able to put some funds in there, that's great, to that GoFundMe account. Awesome. I really appreciate it. And 2, the slick sand polyester primer video that I put up. It's getting lots of good comments so far. Mostly civil. That's good. I think lots of people chiming in there. Hopefully, as I said before, we'll get a lot of input on that thread over time, and it'll be a good reference. People can go back and look at that and see what people think about that stuff. So, anywho, off to work here. Oh, hang on. I just picked up some of this stuff, the metal glaze. I have some other lightweight filler that I've been using before. But I've heard lots of good things about this metal glaze, so I'm going to use that on these spots here today. Alright, short video today. I'll show you where we got to. So all these little spots are done. You can't even see the glaze out here really anymore. It's just disappeared. I'm going to keep finding little spots here and there as I go, but I think we pretty much have it. This came out pretty nice. It was just that little edge that was too low, so that all feathered out good. I got the lights on the other side of the car today, so you can see how flat it looks from this side. Looks real good. I like it. I'll show you the other side here. So over here, there's a lot of filler showing through here, but no metal, so this is good. Got that corner cleaned up. There's a couple wonky spots there. That one looks like it's still a little high, but I can't feel anything, so I left it alone. This thing seemed to have smoothed out nicely. There's little places here and there. That's got some discoloration to it again, but I can't feel anything there, so I think whatever's left here will be covered either by the epoxy. The epoxy is like 1.5 mils per coat, or the high build or 2K primer whenever that time comes. I think that's really all that's left. I won't know, of course, until I shoot epoxy on this and then see how smooth everything is. So the next step for this is I'm just going to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, really try and check all the edges and everything and make sure there's no pits or anything that I missed. I did that today and I think I got them all, but just in case there's anything egregious. And then epoxy for this, as I said in my last video, just going to seal it in epoxy, and you know, body paint and stuff's going to come much later, so I just want to get this sealed up and done. And then move on to the back of the car, do the trunk and all that stuff, I think. We'll see. Gonna kind of have to work my way around now, but I think for this, I think we're in good shape. My dad's gonna be gone for a few weeks, so we're gonna take the hood off before he goes, in case I need to move the fenders around and stuff. You know, work on gaps and stuff like that. But basically, I'm gonna start working my way forward on the car. We kind of jumped the gun a little bit on the roof here because my dad needed something to do. while I was working on other stuff, so I got him started on the body work on this, and then once we started, we just went ahead and finished it. But we're kind of working from that corner over to this side of the car around the back, and then we'll go to the doors and then fender, etc. Well, do the hood and then the fenders. Anyway, I babble. You can hear the rain. It's coming down pretty good again today. We're supposed to get some pretty ugly storms here in the next 3 days, or three storms in a row. So by early next week, I think we're supposed to get another 5 inches of rain here where I am. A lot of rain, which is good. So we're cruising. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. All right, I decided to just roll the next part into the video because there wasn't a lot going on in that last video. So this morning we put the trunk back on, checking all the alignment and everything. And we're in decent shape. Actually got it to line up pretty well. It still needs work. We got a pretty good 3/16 gap most of the way, and then it gets too tight down here, so I have to do a little work there. We got the spoiler actually pretty close, and we might be able to get that. I mean, it's still gonna need some fiberglass work here. You see it's a little sloppy at the top. This side, similar thing. It's good at the bottom, sloppy at the top. We have 3/16-ish at the bottom here. You can mash that in there, but it's too tight at the top. So we're gonna have to shave the trunk skin here down to get that line, and then on this side, same thing, a little bit here. It would be nice to just turn the deck lid that way, but that just messes up all the alignment at the back here, so we can't really do that. We put the filler panel in there. It fits pretty nice. It's still gonna need some work. It's too high on this side, so I'm gonna have to trim it. But the hinge and everything worked out really good. This is a hair low right here, so I think just a little bit of bending on the deck lid right there will fix that, and it's pretty good everywhere else. So it's looking good. So we're gonna just do a little bit more prep here, and then we're gonna put the epoxy on, because it's not a great day today. It's raining again, but at least it's in the high 50s today instead of the 40s. So we want to get the paint on here as quick as we can. All right, we are all set, ready for primer. We fixed a whole bunch of dents on this side of the car that were bothering us. Had some holes in the car for unknown reasons, which I welded up. We reworked this. This probably still isn't right, but it's closer. It's just really beat up and high right there for some reason. I don't understand, but anyway, it's all set. It's all sanded in 180. The epoxy primer calls for a max of 240. I don't have any 240, so we're going to go with 180. You're going to put primer over all these bare spots first, and then we'll go through and put 1 or 2 coats on the rest. I'm not sure. We'll see what we end up with. Oops.
Oh yeah, nice run, that was it.
Thanks. All right, well, except for the runs that I put in it, I thought I was past that, but apparently not. Panels look really good. Look at that sail panel right there. Looks like butter. This quarter panel, really good. I don't see any imperfections in it at all. Totally good. So that's sweet. This body line I reconstructed looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of a dip right there, but other than that, it's pretty good. I tried to get a shot of the roof while it was all glossy, but it was so So many fumes in here. It was gnarly. You can certainly see the 180 scratches in the primer, so I know they're there right now, so I don't have to sweat. Someday I come back and look and say, hey, where'd all those scratches come from? They're already there. So I just did one coat here because that's all I had mixed up. I think that's okay. I had a little bit left over on this side over here. I sprayed a little extra, so this side over here has one extra coat on it. There's a bunch of body filler in here, so I wanted to put a little bit extra there. And so that's where that dent is slash was right there. I think you can maybe still see that, but it's hard because the filler shows a different color when you epoxy over it. So a little bit of trash in it, but not too much. Looks pretty good. Looks like I got into the paint there somewhere along the way. So I don't like the fact that I got that dry spray edge right there, which makes it look terrible, but other than that, it looks good. This panel over here is ready for a skim coat of filler now. These dents over here are closer than they were. This sail panel looks almost reasonable now. You can still see it's got this funky warble to it right there. The top part of it looks real nice though, and that part needs a lot of work still. But anyway, I'm real happy with this. You know, the whole back of the car in black here looks sweet. I like it. Looks real good. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here because it smells awful in here, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks everybody.